Today you will learn about the line plot, the frequency table, stem and leaf plot, and bar graph, and understand how to analyze the data using them. Now let's focus on this question. Find the measure of central tendency, which basically means they are asking you for the mean, median, mode, and range, and they are asking you which one would be the best to represent each set of data. The measure of central tendency usually talks only about three things. They talk about the mean, median, and the mode, which is the three M's. And the range is actually called the measure of variability. So in this case, they are asking you which is the best represents. So let's focus on this question. 0 is listed once, 1 is listed 2 times. The X represents the number of times that you're going to see the 1. Now for the 2, you are going to see it 4 times. 2, 2, 2, and 2. That is what the X stands for. The X tells you how many times you're going to see the 2. So let's focus on 3. So you are seeing the number 3 twice, and you are going to see the number 4 listed once. You are not going to see the 5. You are going to see the number 6 listed once. You are not going to see the number 7. And this is how you read the line plot. This representation of the data is called the line plot. It is put in a line, and you are plotting how many times you're going to find it. So now focus on the question, which measure of central tendency best represents? If you look at this data, you're going to find the 2 repeats the most often. So the 2 in this case happens to be the mode. So the best measure in this case will be the mode, because that is what represents the most. Focus on this line plot. Jeremiah has points per game. So for each game, this is the point that Jeremiah is going to get. Let's list them first. So he got 5 points once. He did not get any 6 point. He got 7 points 3 times in the game. And he got 8 points 4 times in the game. He got 9 points 1 time in the game. Look at the X's to tell you how many times you're going to see it. And 10 points, he got it twice in the game. And 11 points, he got it once in the game. Please make sure that you pause the video, rewind the video to understand what I am telling you. Now focus on this question. In how many games did Jeremiah score 8 points? He scored 1, 2, 3, 4 times. He got 8 points. In how many games did Jeremiah score fewer than 6 points? Fewer than 6 points, you take it as less than 6 points. So less than 6 points, he only got once. So which means he only got it once. Now focus on this question. This is a frequency table. You need to understand the name of the data representation. So this is a frequency table, or it is also called a tally table. Now the way that you're going to read it is, under 100 score, 6 students went bowling. So 6 students got a score of under 100, and 7 students got a score between 100 and 109. 12 students got a score between 110 and 119. 5 students got a score between 120 and 129. 3 students got a score between 130 and 139. And 2 students got a score over 140. So how many students went bowling? So 6 students got so many. So these are all the number of students. So let's add them together. So you're going to basically add 6 plus 7 plus 12 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2, and you are going to get sorry, the sound wasn't working. Okay, so you need to add all these numbers to find out how many students went bowling. So when you add 6 plus 7 plus 12 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2, you are going to get 35. So that means 35 students went bowling. Now let's focus on question number 5. What is the most common range of scores? So what is the score that the most students got? That is the way you're going to take it, the most common range of scores. So the most score that the students got, the students that got the most common score in this case is 110 to 119 because 12 students were within that range. 12 students scored anywhere between 110, 110 to 119 points. So that means the most common score in this case is going to be this. Now let's focus on the next question. How many students scored 120 to 129 points? So let's focus on 120 to 129 points. Let's see how many students got that. 5 students got the score between 120 and 129 points. Now let's focus on question number 7. How many students scored at least 110 points? How many students scored at least 110 points? So if you look at this, 110 points is here. So now they are asking you how many students scored at least 110 points. That means that is the lowest you can go. At least you could have gotten 115, you could have gotten 120, but at least 110 means that is the minimum score you should have gotten. You cannot get any lower than 110. So that means you can get 110 and above, you could get any of these scores. And that will satisfy the condition of at least 110. I'm sorry, 110 points. So how many students scored at least 110 points, which means you got 12, 5, 3, and 2. So these students got at least 110 points. They did get 110 points, but these students also got at least 110. They scored more than that. So you take these numbers and you add them together. So 12 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2. And in this case, the answer is going to give you 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 22. The answer is going to be 22. This question we will do in the class, and this question also we will discuss in the class. This also because there is some discussion that we need to talk about, like what type of a graph belongs with each question. We will discuss in the class. Now focus on this question. What is the median number of customers for these 6 days? So you have a graph, and the graph in this case is called a line graph. Understand the difference between a frequency table, line graph, and a line plot. You have seen all 3 of them within this lesson 3.5. So this is a line graph because you are using a line in a graph to make it as a line graph. Now the question is, what is the median? Try and understand the median is actually the middle number. So let's look at the graph and let's list the numbers. So you got 15, 38, 45, 16, 18, and 12. So I got 15, 38, 45, 16, 18, and 12. The question is asking you what is the median. Median is the middle numbers. You can only find the median after you put the numbers in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to rearrange these numbers from least to greatest. So the smallest number is 12. The next smallest number is 15. The next number is 16. And the next number in order is 18. And then comes 38. And then comes 45. So please make sure that you rearrange the numbers to go in order from least to greatest. And now since you want to find the middle number, let's cancel the first with the last. Cancel the first with the last. And you are left with 2 middle numbers. If it is one middle number, that would be the answer. But now you are stuck with 2 middle numbers. So you got a 16 and an 18. To find the median, when you are ending up with 2 middle numbers, you find the average of the 2 numbers. And the way that you're going to find the average is add, count, divide. So basically you need to add your 16 and 18. I'm going to cancel all of these, remove them out of the way so you can focus on these two numbers, which happens to be the middle numbers. So let's add 16 and 18. When you add 16 and 18, you are going to find 34. So after you add, you're getting 34. Count how many numbers you added. You added two numbers. So the last step is divide. So 34 divided by 2. 2 goes into a 3 one times. 1, bring the 4 down. 2 goes into a 14 7 times. So which basically means the median in this case is 17, which is also easy to see because 17 is between 16 and 18, which is a middle number. Now focus on this question. This is a frequency table or a tally table, and the number of packages mailed to customers from a supplier each week for 8 weeks. So shows the number of packages mailed to the customers from a supplier each week. So let's focus on for what fraction of these 8 weeks were 199 or fewer packages mailed by the supplier. So this supplier mailed 50 to 99 packages once. He mailed anywhere from 100 to 149 packages 3 times. He mailed 159 to 199 packages twice, 200 to 249 packages once, 250 to 299 packages once. So the question is asking you for 199 or fewer packages. So when you're talking about 199 or fewer, let's focus on the number 199. 199 is over here. And now they are asking you, it can either be 199 or it can be less than 199. So any number that is less than 199, I'm looking over here and it's here in this group. I'm going to highlight and show you. 199 is over here, and any number that is 199 or fewer packages, so that means it can be lower than 199, which means it's here. This is also lower than 199, and this is also lower than 199. So now if you look at the corresponding frequency, I get this, this, and this. So which basically I got 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 packages have been mailed. Six times 199 or fewer packages have been mailed by the supplier. Now the question is not asking you how many times, the question is asking you for what fraction of these 8 weeks. So for the fraction, which means 6 out of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the total. So 6 out of the total, which is 8. And remember, the second part is asking you write your answer in the simplest form. 6 over 8, they both can be divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 gives you a 3, and 8 divided by 2 gives you a 4, which is the answer.